Alright, here we go with a Dragon's Maze Gatecrash Ravnica draft. We have opened up Zerta Ancient. Let's see if we can get the preview playing going again. Let's see. Not bad, 7-5. I've had some pretty awesome games with Species Gorger, doing some nice bounce effects. Boros Mastiff's pretty good, obviously if you're in Boros. Don't really want to first pick a Guild Gate. Got some maze creatures. I do really like that Viashino First Blade. That's really nice. The Rebel Belt Maka is great as well. For that Blood Rush, could also fit into Boros. I'm thinking the pick is going to be the First Blade. Ooh, Shiny Vorl. Vorl has won me many games. Actually, managed to get to over 300 life by putting counters onto a 1/1 flying lifelink guy. Let's see. Armed and Dangerous, not bad. I do really like Give and Take. Fortunately, if we go with Vorl, that doesn't really help us with Viashino. Warp Physique's not bad, but doesn't really go with Red-White for us. Riot Piker could fit into our theme. I do think I like Riot Piker more than Vorl, since we already got a First Blade and we can go for a pretty fast aggro-y deck. If we go with Vorl, that would be very Simic-y. Let's give it a shot and see if Simic is open. Because there we go, another Riot Piker. Ooh. Could pick up an Emma Tendris. Go for Bant as well. Another Riot Piker. We could go for Team America with the Flex Charger and the Viashino. Do have a Cluestone, Glider, Guild Gate for Golgari. Really do like that Flux Charger 4. Don't really like going for 7 drops, but she's very good. Again, I'm thinking about that Riot Piker, and we've already passed one. Riot Piker would support the Viashino, but let's go ahead with the rare, see if that rewards us. And not bad. Battle Turkeys or Bronzebeak Moas. Got a Fido Burst, which has done pretty well for me. Deputy of Acquittals, which could come help us out. Bronzebeak would play into our tokens if we decide to go with tokens, although we have known creating Boros Mastiff. It does seem like we're getting past a lot of good Boros stuff. Man, we were kind of pulled in multiple directions already there. You know, since we've already passed the Riot Pikers, I don't want to send the mixed signal there. We're going to go with the Bronzebeaks. Let's see, and what is that giving us? A third Riot Piker that would be going past us. And whoever is assumedly to the left of us will probably be picking that up and going Boros. There's a Boros Cluestone. Profit and loss, not as great. But if we're still going with the Bant idea, there's a Runner's Bane. Hopefully that'll solidify the person on our left us to go Boros. We'll go ahead and pick up the Runner's Bane. Oh wow, Sin Collector. Surprised to see him. Let's see. Not really an on-color Cluestone for us, unless we stuck with red, white, blue, but right now I'm still kind of leaning towards Bant. Rakdos Drake is fairly nice as well. It's hard to say goodbye to that Sin Collector at this point. I suppose we could be... We're going to go ahead and pick up the Steeple Rock to support our flying. Now, Debt to the Deathless has been not unheard of as a first pick at my local store. Every time I ever underestimated them, even if they cast it for 2, that 4 just seems to be such a game changer. Maw the Obsidat as well, really good for tokens. However, Plasm Capture could let us cast interesting things, but that casting cost is rough. I just can't ignore a Debt to the Deathless. We may not be able to play that, but seeing as we just saw a Sin Collector and a Debt to the Deathless, maybe we've chosen the wrong colors here. Gleam of Battle, not really feeling it. If we do end up going with Populace, I suppose Wake the Reflections, but it's not that great. Gorgon's really the pick here between that and Fatal Fumes. Going to go ahead and choose Fatal Fumes in case we get pulled into Orzhov. Which I guess if we could have a junk deck here if we hide Runner's Bane and Viashino, because yeah, the Boros is definitely dried up. Down and Dirty's been pretty solid for me. Often finding that you're able to cast it for Fuse, even if you just cast either one. Mind Rot's not bad, neither's the other. Half of it being able to return a creature. Simic Cluestone, not bad. Seeing as we're kind of going with a junk, Drown in Filth can be pretty nice to let us put some salvage in the graveyard. I'm going to go with Drown in Filth for the removal. I am surprised to see that Riot Piker. Rot Farm Skeletons, not that great, but he does set us up to go deep with salvaging and reanimation. Let's see if we can go deep here. Fido Burst, would definitely take that. It's been very solid, and the Gorgon made it this late. So, wow, a second to last Sin Collector. Maybe I'm overrating that here at Limited, but seems pretty good to me. Alright, at this point, it looks like we got cut pretty hard on the Boros because we were passing so much of it. Let's move Runner's Bane to the side. I'm not thinking we're going to play with the Rot Farm Skeleton, so we'll go ahead and hide him. That Debt to the Deathless is rather nice. And, wow, we open Firemane Avenger, which is really nice for Boros guy. Thankfully he's on our left, most likely. Going with our colors. Suppose the Death Cult Rogue we could be casting for double black. Assault Griffin would let us give us a flyer. Slaughter Horn's a nice combat trick. Krakenora is very solid. I think Krakenora is probably going to be my pick. 1/3 with reach and evolve is really good. Plus we do have the Gorgon for the 1/1s. The sweetest to buy a Visionaries? No, not really. Let's see. We got an Undercity Informer, Darrin Giggy. If we are going with more of a graveyard and Drown in Filth, we got Death's Approach, but that's its controller, so no, never mind, not us. Herbalist Protector's not bad, gives us another token, which can work with a few things we're doing. Let's see. Staring Skyjack is a nice 2-drop, and right now we're a little light on the 2-drops. We're not super aggressive, so Razor Tip Whip doesn't really play out if we were Boros, so I might consider it. We're gonna go with the Protector. Give us another token possibility. Do we get a Syndic of Tithes, another Krakenora? Syndic of Tithes is probably going to be my pick because that gives us a 2/2 extort. Passes a Krakenora, which I don't expect to wheel, but we got a Sin Collector late, so never know. I think the safer bet, we're going to go ahead and choose a 2-drop for us here. We'll be shipping an Etherize, a Nimbus Swimmer. The Viscopic Confessor, while a 5-drop, has been helpful in previous drafts for me. We're not really an Esper or Demir. Scab Clan Charger's okay. Blood Rush, most of the time I end up blood rushing him. We'll go with the Confessor. Ooh, 1,000 Lashes, Executioner Swing, and a Devour Flesh. Oh, let's see how many creatures we have. 10 right now. 1,000 Lashes definitely helps us out. Ooh, there's a Guild Mage. Prophetic Prism's not bad considering we have Dead to the Deathless. Zerachi Tiger. It's nice for a little bit of life gain, but he's not that great. Prism's gonna be the most help to us here. A Verdant Haven might not be too bad of an idea with our double costs. Plus it gains us a little bit of life, and it's not too bad for our mana fixing. Shadow Slice if we're more aggressive, but we're not. Same with Spire Tracer, so I'm gonna go with the Verdant Haven. Let's see, we got Alpha Authority, which, okay. Kraken Primer, we don't really have a gate deck. Another Razor Tip Whip. I'm gonna go with a Beckon Apparition just for another token possibility, as well as answer what they've got. Got a Smite for some removal. I suppose we could pick up another Apparition, but we're gonna go with more removal. Undercity Informer, not really what we're looking for. I mean, it works well with, you got the combo right there, Strider and Informer. He is still a 2/3, so I'll take the body. Shadow Alley Denizen fits in our colors. It's not really that great. We don't have any. Got a couple black creatures. Better than a Horror of the Dim, though. Another Strider. Guess we'll take another Denizen. Gonna hide the Denizens for now. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can go with the Dying Wish. Why not? Midnight Recovery and a Swamp. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Hide that. Suppose we'll keep that for now. Alright, and we're already on to Ravnica. Let's see, we opened up Hellsteed as our rare. There is a Courser's Accord that gives us our Centaur. Do have a nice Sewer Shambler. Seller of Songbirds. Let's see. Looking at our costs, it's another 6-drop. We're a little heavier on the higher cost things, so I'm leaning more towards Sewer Shambler or the Seller of Songbirds. It does let us populate though. Let's go 3 drops. What we got? Okay. Let's go with the Seller of Songbirds because that gives us 2 creatures potentially that can drop while we have the Bronzebeak down. Let's see, we got a Grizzly Salvage and Azorius Arrestor. Let's see, Gerard's Orders. Yeah. Rollback Rhino's not too bad. Hmm. 12 creatures, really should take another one. Rollbuck Rhino does have hexproof. Got a little bit of removal right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Grizzly Salvage will most likely come back. Gonna go with the Rhino on that one. Oh, we got a Thrill Kill Assassin. Tristani's Judgment does let us populate. Horncaller Chant populates. For another 2-drop, I feel like Thrill Kill Assassin will be a better call for us here. Ooh, and we got a Grim Roustabout. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Grim Roustabout for our another 2-drop. And another one. There is a Common Bonds, that would be nice to help give us some 1/1 counters to go along with the Gorgon. I'm gonna move Beckon Apparition to the sideboard. So we got 15 creatures now. Under City Informer, we're gonna move the Blackguard. Yeah, we can take another Roustabout. That would give us another Regenerator. Common Bond, though, would also give us a very nice effect with our creatures. Common Bond might come back, but I don't think the Roustabout will. And a Dead Reveler and a Rootborn Defenses. Dead Reveler would help us out on our 3-drop, and that would be a 1/1 counter on it, which does work with the Gorgon. And that lets us potentially remove some of our Unleashed in case we need to releash. Giant Growth for a combat trick. Serious Arrestor gives us another 2-drop. Let's see, right now we're going to have to cut something. Drown in Filth is not going to really work out for us. Giant Growth for a combat trick, or, of course, right now we're not really getting a whole lot of tokens. We got 1 token maker. I'm going to go with the Giant Growth for a combat trick. Yeah, another Populate. Ethereal Armor. Really didn't pick up too many token generators. Dryad Militant's a nice 1-drop that can prevent some. And don't really have flashback, do we? Just scavenge. We could get Ethereal Armor, that would give us 1/1. Got one other enchantment. We're gonna go with a 1-drop though. Courser's Accord did come back. Alright, we'll take that. Looks like we're gonna have to cut some stuff still. At this point, how many enchantments could we actually play? We could play 1. Oh, Verdenhaven's an enchantment. I forgot about Verdenhaven. It's true. Gerard's Orders would let us search for some things, so why not? Probably won't use them though. Perilous Shadow's not too bad. Gives us a blocker, lets us pump them. But the Cat is a 1-drop. Sundering Growth, sure. Korvad, sure. Go Gavel and Plains. Alright, so we have ended up in a junk. Don't really want to say tokens, but I guess more of a mid-range deck. Prevent all damage to creature tokens. Let's see. Alright, well let's get the junk out of the way here. Alright, so one token there. Korvad. reattacks. Another attacking creature gets to untap and gets O2. I'm gonna say no to him right now. Sundering Growth will move to the sideboard. Still have to cut several things. Just don't think we have enough tokens to make Emera worth it. Courser's Concord would work, give us 2 creature triggers on the Bronzebeak Battle Turkeys. Let's see, that's a token. Alright, so maybe we did a little more than I thought. So that's a token, 1, 2, 3. Guess we got 3. Guess we could add 4. Gonna move the cat to the sideboard. Rod's Orders. Don't want to get rid of... See, Down and Dirty may go. It let us get a creature back and it fills in as a Mind Rot effect. Giant Growth. Thinking we're going to move Giant Growth to the sideboard anyway, since... I mean, early game it is combat trick. Could be act as removal. Thrill Kill Assassin, though, has some death touch. Syndicate Tide. This is good. What can we cut? Doesn't leave us a lot in the way of 1-drops. I think Gerard's or Jared's Orders. Jared, whatever. Don't really need that right now, so we can move that. 16 lands. I'd rather be at 17, but especially with so many double costs. But we might be able to work with that. Extort wise, we got 1, 2 extorters. Dryad Militants. Got some aggro. I would have loved to have seen a stab wound, but who wouldn't, I guess. What to remove? Are we happy with this? We got our Prism. Vital Burst. Vital Burst versus Giant Growth. I find Vital Burst to be better for me usually, just for that 5/5. My playstyle, I usually end up using it more of a get more damage through when I know they can't deal anything about it. Though Giant Growth is more of a I play it more reactionary as a removal than that extra pump. I think that's what we're going to play with. We got several 2-drops. Not really a whole lot in the way of 1-drops, but that's okay. Black creatures, if we were to consider the Denizen over the Militant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have about half our creatures would be black creatures. So that might actually do more work for us than I thought. In that case, the Herbist Protector does give us a 4/4 Flying Angel, but we don't really have any populate other than the Courser's Accord. We could. Steeple Rock is... does have flying first strike. That's a little harder to deal with for them. Let's see about... I really would like to include a Shadow Alley Denizen with all these black creatures to help push through. But I guess we could side that in. Giant growth, though. Is there anything we can get rid of to squeeze in the giant growth? Nothing at the 2 slot really that I would want to get rid of. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out what lands do they recommend. So they're saying we're gonna just pretty even spread 6-5-5. Seeing that, I would agree. White 1, 2. White's more of a later. I feel like, yeah, that looks about right. Alright, so we've submitted our deck. Now we just wait until the next game. See you in the next video.